Hello, this is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady and your coach. Over the last several weeks, I've given videos on self care, on how to take care of yourself, and on how to meditate, all types of different videos. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is mostly about taking care of yourself given the fact that you may be also responsible to care for others. And I'm not just talking about our children, especially when you have still children at home and your parents are getting older. Sometimes we're also responsible to care for our parents. Sometimes we might have relatives or family members that are also inflicted with a mental health issue. So I'm mostly talking to you right now because I've been on that side of the fence as well. I've had my own mental health issues, but I've also had to care for people who've had dementia, for example. My mother had dementia, and it was very, very challenging for the longest time, especially when she was living with me. I noticed that when she was living with me, she did so for about 7 years. My health, more mental health, was deteriorating as long as she was getting ill, and as long as she was living with me, my mental health wasn't the best. I was doing a lot of things that, let's just put it this way, weren't the best habits. A lot of bad habits. So I understand what it's like to take care of someone who's not feeling well, or even worse, who's not ever going to be recovering from the type of ailments that they have. When you're taking care of someone who's not able to take care of themselves, it's taxing on you. It's stressful. And it's as stressful as it can be until that person is taken care of perhaps by someone else, or that person is in a long-term care facility being cared for by someone else. It's going to remain being stressful on you. So one of the things that I'm going to suggest is that you really pay attention to how you're feeling physically. You may want to consider doing some mindfulness meditation. Basically, mindfulness meditation is simply stopping, being present with yourself, and paying attention to it could be one thing, it could be the breath, for example, or it could be paying attention to your body, sensations in your body. There's different types of mindfulness meditations. But if you're not aware of what might be going on in your body, the clues that you might be getting that you're not feeling so good, you're not going to be able to necessarily put a stop to it, or at least alleviate some of the ailments that you might be experiencing yourself. At the same time, you also want to let go of expectations. For example, I remember that when I first took my mom in, I thought for sure that we were going to be getting along better. Now, my mom and I didn't have the best of relationship. And then when she moved in with me, I thought this would improve the relationship. So I had almost like an expectation or a hope that we would improve our relationship. Well, that didn't happen. Also, I would expect that I'd be able to continue working my full-time job, coming home, taking care of my own teenage boys, and at the same time take care of my mom. That was extremely challenging. So when you think you can do it all, think again, because most cases you can do some of it, but to do it all on your own can be extremely draining, and eventually your health starts suffering as well. So those are a couple of things I want you to be mindful of. Is one, pay attention to where you might be feeling some sensations in your body that are causing you some pain perhaps. And the other thing is learn to say no. Learn to perhaps delegate, or let go of some of the expectations or hopes that you've had, either for yourself and managing this relationship with the person who's not doing well, or the hopes that you've had on the other person that they would change or they would start feeling better at some point. I'm going to be putting on a webinar in a few weeks from now, and it will be exactly for you. You who might be stressed, who might be overwhelmed, who might be near burnout, especially when you're caring for, it could be an aging parent or a loved one who might have mental health issues. I'm going to be doing a free webinar, and I'm hoping that you can join me on that. Just stay tuned, stay posted, and you might want to also subscribe to my YouTube video by pressing the subscribe button, and that way you'll also know when the webinar is going to be held. Thanks. That's it for today. Have yourself a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. This is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady and your coach, bringing you some tips on helping you to connect with your life. Bye-bye now.